You know, most people, do you work, Sonia, for a living?
Yes, I do.
What do you do?
I'm a personal worker.
Great. Oh, man. And what bank do you work at?
Chase.
You're going to find out rules tonight now. You're going to be sickened by what you do for a living. And you ain't going to like it. But that'll be good. So that's great. So do you have a 9 to 5, 7 to 4, 8 to 3 kind of deal?
A little bit of everything.
A little bit of everything. At the whim of the bank manager?
Right.
Oh, so you roll out too when they tell you to?
Yeah.
See, what Garrett was referring to is that when you roll out, I'm usually home rolling over. Right. That's cute. That's good. That's a good reaction. So you got to comment on that. Ryan, why are you in this?
Because I don't like working for the man.
Yeah.
Every day.
What he's trying to say is that he's a communist. And the sad thing is, see, and Sonia, what is terrible to admit. Now, how young are you, Sonia? Do you know what a communist is?
No.
See, that's why I said that. I go, it freaks me out. When I was a kid, being a communist was prominent. You kids don't even know what a communist is. Do you have any idea what a communist is there, Jeremy?
It's like a country.
Wow. I'm horrified at what the schools are not teaching any of you. China is communistic. Russia is communistic. Hungary used to be communistic. I was there when it was just breaking up. Communistic is where the government runs everything and you work and you do what you're told, when you're told, how you're told. You work for the government, basically. They even put you on, you're online. Years ago, when I was in Budapest is Buda and Pest is two cities divided by a river. And I was watching people go get milk and bread because they were online. It was their day to go get it. I mean, you have no life. You work for the government. They give you everything, but you work for the government. You're never going to get anywhere. It's a social class. It's either the very wealthy that run the government and it's all corrupt, or you're just one of the plebes. You know, that's everybody clear about that? So being and we used to kid back in the day, communists wore pink. We used to call them commie pinkos. That's why I say to Rhino, like, get your pink shirt on, you know. So guess what? How many of you are communistic over here in this country, even though it's capitalism? Richard, man, don't you have a job? No, not anymore. You're not a commie anymore. You can put your hand down, right? Now here, let me confront the money thing real quick and have fun with it. Was that on now?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you should tell me that because I thought we were just talking here. So in Empower TV land, is there anybody on that you know?
Not yet.
Okay, so I'm okay. If somebody goes on, you know. Yeah, that would have been horrible because I'm sitting here yapping away. And
They would like it. I like listening to hear you talk.
talk to my wife, please.
Well, that's a different story.
Yeah, I know, exactly.
Business. It's a business.
I always give her the business.
I know.
It's part of her habit. I've been married to her for 30 some odd years, or not together with her, married for over 27, and with her for 30 something, and I wear her out, and vice versa. Okay, but anyway, let's go back into that.
Money issue.
No, the business issue. You all had different answers, and it's great to talk about money, but money doesn't care who owns it. You care that? You see, money doesn't care who owns it. You deal with money all the time, Sonia, and you're taking people and screwing people every day and don't know it. So you're gonna be tormented when I finish with you tonight. Fair enough? It's not your fault. You didn't know. It's just a job.
Yeah.
I get it. And I get how capitalism works and companies work. And when you grow up, none of you are doing what you thought you were going to do. What did you think you were going to be when you were going to be a kid?
Professional athlete.
Yeah, guess where that went. Okay. Now, what were you going to be?
When I want to be like a firefighter, man.
Okay, man.
So I
I
want to be like a firefighter, man.
All right. And that was when you were a kid. Now what?
Now who do I want to be?
Yeah, do you have any
I
idea?
just want to be somebody.
Okay, good answer. You wanted to be a ball player.
Yeah, I was close.
Close and no cigars.
I got paid to throw baseballs. It was pretty cool.
That was cool. Temporary. And it's not your fault. Life deals you sorts of blows. Ernesto, what were you going to be?
I got a lot of dreams when I was very little. I wanted to be a singer. Then I passed to soccer player, and then I ended up being an actor. I didn't do anything.
All right. Oh, very good. That was a very good job. I'll ask you to sing later, and you'll get it all wrapped up. Okay? Not bad. No, hey, I love that. By the way, one of my things, I was going to be a weatherman. I used to watch the weather guy go, "Oh, that's cool. I'll be a weatherman," you know, and that's what I thought for a while.
My roommate's a weatherman from college.
Is he?
Yeah.
That's good. That's funny. Jeremy, what were you going to be when you were a kid?
Want to be in the UFC. Like,
Professional.
and have your face all remaneuvered and thought it was cool. Wait, now listen, I thought it was cool too. I had 6 amateur boxing matches. And after the 6th one, I said, what the hell is anybody doing this for? This is the most stupid thing in the world. Okay, I thought it was cool, it was great, you learn moves, all that stuff. You know, it's not fun getting your face pounded.
I gotta be on the line.
Yeah, how much fun was that?
That's still being that. I like it.
Sonia, we gotta interview you later. I mean, what the heck? Now, some guys like getting beat up great. I don't, you know, it's no fun. You know, and the older you get, you're gonna find out it is. You're still young enough not to realize that yet. Gary, what'd you want to be when you were growing up?
I wanted to wear these suits, high carrying briefcases on the top floor of a giant skyscraper.
He still does. I still feel that out of him.
Still do. I wanted to be a kid, is exactly what I wanted to be.
That's interesting. Okay, what'd you want to be, Ryan?
About a million things.
Well, name a few. We heard Ernesto's dossier.
Firefighter, astronaut, musician, professional soccer player, photographer, writer, cameraman, biologist, explorer. The list goes on.
Explorer.
Sounds like you better make a lot of money to have a lot of hobbies.
Yeah.
Sonia, what'd you want to be?
I wanted to work for the NOAA.
Okay, weather people.
I wanted to research storms.
You want to tell us when the storm was coming in and was going to leave and how much you're going to lose. Better get out of there. That's what you want to
Sometimes
say.
people don't know they still stay.
Right. So that was very interesting. Did you like hearing what everybody wanted to be? See, it is good. It's fun to know that. And what's sad is I heard you almost give up on what your dreams are. Now, you may not be a professional ball player because of your body, period. That's okay. You can still be affiliated with baseball or in business and affected. Okay, and the truth is, things change all the time. Here's what I found out when I was a little older than all of you. And I'm only trying to do a class now to relate to you, to help you move to the next step because you all failed miserably tonight, which is unacceptable here. We're going backwards, not forwards. And this is supposed to be the strongest part of the year. Strongest part of the year.
I even heard it on the radio today.
You did?
Yeah.
It's amazing. Everybody's out. Everybody's going to be spending money. And I want to confront something I learned through Ryan this weekend with his buddy, okay, and things of that nature. Because it's the art of communicating, and it's your framework of mind, and what you're afraid and not afraid to say. And I can't figure out people either. In fact, and I'll go through that story, don't let me forget about, even with Thomas this weekend. So here's what kills me. I knew that I didn't want to work for a corporation after working for one. Yes, sir.
I got a friend that is coming, but he's lost. I'm gonna call him real quick.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Ernesto.
So,
And tell him we're not on Colombian time.
he's a lot of work.
Okay. That was just very Hispanic. Okay. Very late all the time. It's like, mañana. Sorry, Sonia, it's the truth. I'm in Florida. Believe me. Okay, how many people get mañana time around here all the time?
All the time.
It's no good. No bueno.
Yeah, I'll be there in 15 minutes. And an hour and a half later, I'm
Watch your life turn around.
Those 15 minutes went by already.
Let me go on. And by the way, let me get some out of my mind right now too. This is a game of learning how to get good at even the little things in your life. I read something the other day and it made all the sense in the world to me. I've been doing it and it works. For instance, how many, if you're like me, if you're cooking a meal, you're doing something around the kitchen, and believe it or not, I do it once in a while. Okay, and when you're cooking, my wife does it. Yeah, exactly. Okay, and so the pots and the pans are there. Sometimes you want to eat it, and then you just go do something. You leave, you say, get around to it later. Right or right?
All the time.
There's so much part of the clean away.
Well, not only that, if they're right there and it's only going to take 2 minutes, do it then and get it done and go on to the next chore and watch the reward you have for doing that. It is a pain. He has to go back. I'm going, how much sense does that make? How many things do we just not complete or stop doing when all we got to do is complete? And I've been implementing that in the last couple of weeks of my life because I read it. I go, boy, that is profound, really. And so I love to get better. Cody, this is a business, our lives, of getting better every day. And we can. If we ain't growing, we're dying. That's mentally, physically, spiritually. I don't care what's going on in your life. You need to grow with people. Relationships grow. Now, in that, you got to work with people are weird, right or right?
Oh, yeah.
Man, where you all get your thoughts from is beyond me. Woo! Because you got to break it down and see what we do is take all the crap out of it and put it in simplistic form. We don't hear your nonsense. Now, you ever notice that? How do you like that?
I love it.
You know, some people don't like talking to me, like the kids in the rugby team. Don't even die, would stop. You know, the kids
They
try to
tell me that
argue.
too.
What's that?
I've had kids tell me that too.
You have?
Yeah.
What? They don't want to talk to the
That
girl?
you just get the answer that you want out of them. They're like, I know, coach. I know how coach does it.
now what?
But it's the truth. It's the thing.
It is. I don't buy into the nonsense. If we're all here for a purpose, supposed to do things, there's certain things we do and certain things we don't. And I break it down to all one thing: common sense, Garrett. You can't argue with common sense and then decency and courtesy. If you've got common decency, common courtesy, and common sense working for you, it's done. And then simplify it. Don't complicate anything. Tell the truth. See, watch. Here I'm going to go. I'm going to go right in. See, I was asking his best friend that Ryan couldn't penetrate. He doesn't want to know what Ryan does about money at all. And they're best buddies. They were inseparable. They traveled the world together. You know, I was thinking about this the other day. I moved them 10 years and 3 months ago down here in Florida. The worst day of my life that day. Him and his buddies are all over crying, sobbing. Thomas, Mr. Macho Guy, sobbing, which was unbelievable. Hello.
Everybody, this is Paul.
Hey, Paul.
Hey, Paul.
Good, Paul. Paul, you're going to have to catch up because you're mucho late, no big deal. And I'm doing a class, and then I got to really work hard to do a mini op meeting for you and Sonia. Fair enough?
Sure.
And I will do it. So please, we'll catch up with you in a minute. By the way, how young are you, Paul?
32.
30. Very good. Are you married?
Yeah.
You got kids?
Yeah.
How many?
1.
That you know of or any more? I'm kidding. I just thought I want to see if you could react to that. Like, well, how do you know? All right. And what do you do for a living, Paul?
I am a application analyst for a marketing company,
You're an analyst, so you like looking at things
pretty much.
and you analyze things. You ever feel paralyzed once in a while?
All the time.
Well, you know that old phrase, right? Paralysis through analysis.
Yeah.
Do you get anything done, or you just like frozen all the time?
I try to get things done.
Okay, good. And you don't mind me teasing you, do you?
No,
I'm gonna bust your beans. You have permission to do that?
that's all right.
Great. Did you see what I just did, Sonia? I asked permission. So Paul, even if he doesn't like it, I'm gonna bust his beans. Have fun. And if you don't have a sense of humor enough, Paul, you know what you gotta do? Yeah, die, because you're gonna do it anyway, okay? You got to see the humor in everything. Does that make sense? So poke fun. So I was just about to go on an example. Thomas was over down to visit him. Now, he was sobbing when we left, and I felt so bad. I felt like my heart was being ripped out, taking him away from all their friends. You know, he was a junior in high school. Shane was going his freshman year. Best buddies, all the neighborhood kids, and I just go, oh, we're leaving Florida. You know, my wife go, really? I go, well, the K-Band's going. You know, and I did it I'm not even going to go into all the reasons, but just to move the family was a big thing. And poor Thomas. And Thomas's father had passed away in a car accident a couple of years earlier, so we kind of like were a surrogate family for him. So we served a big purpose in that, really. So we stood in for him pretty much, and certainly loved the kid and his whole family. They're great. And we've been close to him ever since. So that was really what I consider a best friend kind of thing for Ryan. So Ryan still stays in touch with him all the time. Then he's a very entrepreneurialist, independent kind of thinking guy. Would you agree to that personality?
Yeah, definitely.
And what killed me is he went to school at Quinnipiac College and took a job working in an insurance company behind the desk. I'm going, no way. That's never going to last for that kid. You know what he did, though? He latched on the job. You know what he just told me yesterday? Here's why he's loving things. See, he is not an employee type. He's more of an independent thinker. He's never going to survive in the corporate scene. He's never going to, you work at a pretty structured place, Paul? You got to be there at a certain hour?
Not necessarily, but very structured.
You got a cubicle?
Yeah,
How's that working for you?
it works out.
All right. Got good window?
Yeah.
All right.
Good view.
So this kid, Thomas, I think, no way is he going to deal. You don't understand why I'm doing this when you're under the thumb? How do you like being under the thumb anyway? You got a boss on you?
Mhm.
Yeah, you have to report it to her all the time?
Not necessarily.
Are you free to do whatever you want to do?
Sometimes, I guess, to make sure everyone's incentive.
Oh, got to make them. When they do those weekly phone calls and they take in numbers, she's got to answer for it. Am I right or right?
Right.
See the pressure. Jobs. See, jobs shouldn't be like that, but now jobs tend to, how many of you feel owned in a job? Okay, owned. And how many of you realize you've got a cap over your head and you're going to live according to how they're willing to pay you? You see, I learned early on, that sucked. I want nothing to do with it. This kid Thomas is the same way. However, here's what he did. Well, I heard it the other day, Ryan, I didn't tell you this. I heard Thomas love that because he's competitive. He wants to beat the people around him. See, he's more into that game now. I'll rise to the top quicker than anybody in here. He doesn't realize he's rising to the top of nothing. He still is not going to have the freedom. He's going to have all those restrictions. But right now, it's the game of me up and one. And I heard him say it. He goes, and I'll go to another company. I'll jump companies to get there. So I'm hearing him plot his plan within that structure. Is there anything wrong with that? No. But deep down, this kid is an outdoors guy. He likes fishing. He wants to be out. He doesn't want to be surrounded. He wants the freedom. Does that make sense? He's in for a collision course. He's only 26. Jordan just turned 26. Give him another 4 years and he'll be dying. And then time takes a hold of you. See, Paul has got an issue with his time. He's really stuck. You know why? Can anybody tell me why Paul's stuck right now? He doesn't even know he's stuck. Let me tell you, I'll define that in a minute. Can you tell me why he's stuck? He gave you the whole story right now. He did it before he walked right in the door. Why is he stuck?
He's got a family. He's at the point where they're
done right there. As soon as he said he had a kid. See, it's not all about him anymore. He's got a responsibility to feed a mouth, and then a second mouth, and then a third mouth. Now he's under pressure. He doesn't have that freedom to really take risks. So you settle for the way it is. See what happens when you get responsibilities right now? You just said you got to start making money because you got what? Bills. See, when you're a kid, you don't have bills. And when you're a kid, you usually got little bills, so it doesn't matter. Wait until you want to, how many of you want to live good? And how many of you would like a very nice house and things like that if you could? Okay? Do you ever drive by nice houses and wonder why they live in there?
all the time.
They used to torment me all the time. Now, I told you my story. I'm going to tell you another part of my story. Not for me, but I'm going to tell you what we did about it. I took my wife when I dated her, and I dated her for a lot of years, and here's when I was so broke, I used to take her on dates in a brown bag of paper lunch on a Sunday. And I'd go shopping in these big mansion homes that are all decked out. You ever go into homes that are decked out and all, I mean, the window dressings are beautiful and the furniture is gorgeous and they're model homes and they're mansions? Anybody ever go in them?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, they're awesome. I used to go in there with a brown bag lunch and go in the kitchen, sit down and eat it with my wife, and then I'd go in and turn on the TV. If the TV was working, I'd go and I'd watch TV and I'd make like I'm living there. And people come and I go, take your time, it's okay. Oh, really? They thought we owned it. I used to do that continuously. It was a great day because I said, you got to feel like what it's like to live in this place. She goes, you're nuts. I go, well, I'm having a good time. Now, how many people think that's a little crazy?
I want to do it.
It's great to do it. You see, if you want to have a nice car, go test drive one. Why don't you start experiencing what it is that you want instead of just letting it be somebody else's dream? That's stupid. I went and did it. And then I was doing it so much, my brother-in-law calls me from Connecticut and goes, you ought to go see this house. I go, what house? He goes, it's called an Acorn home. I found one in New Jersey. I go, really? They sell these kits. You buy the whole model of the house and the outside of it. And he goes, it's a very special kind of house. I go, really? Sure enough, he sends me to Basking Ridge, because I take his word for it. He found it. He goes, you're going to love it. And it was right across in Basking. Anybody know New Jersey? It's in near Basking Ridge, New Jersey, Morris County, one of the wealthiest counties in the United States. And AT&T corporate offices right across the street. Right across the street, you make a right, and then right around the corner when you pull in, there's that, boom, there was the house that went, whoa! And this thing just came out at me. I went, and I'm going to tell you the story. I lived in Mine Hill where I was the mayor, and I lived in it was probably 1,000 square foot house. If that, probably 900. 2 floors, really tiny, little 2-bedroom, 1 bath, okay, little tiny kitchen, little living room and a dining room. Just, it's me. I didn't need a lot. Then I got his mother. Then there was 2 of us. I go, oh, it's getting crowded here. And she didn't like all the stuff. I like hoard things, so forget about that too, okay? And then when he came, forget it. So I went and bought 13 acres and then built that very house that Paul showed me, but I made it bigger. I made it 6,600 square feet on 13 acres. And it was gorgeous, and it overlooked a valley and a mountain range. That was my view, and the windows was unbelievable. It was 3 floors, and the windows were from the floor to the ceiling, really, in the living room, and skylights everywhere. It had 3 fireplaces in the house. It had its own master bedroom suite with its own deck. I mean, it was a home. And I put the driveway in when I always dreamed about. I always wanted, any of you think about dreaming about how you want to live? I wanted a winding driveway. And I even wanted a brook going through it, and guess what we had? A little brook going right through it with a culvert, and I put the house 320 feet back. I didn't even have trick-or-treaters come there. The only ones that came visit us are Jehovah's Witnesses. Unbelievable. They come down and give a quarter, give me your pamphlet, get out of here. But they come. They worked it. And then they got so smart, they kept coming back, they drove down. You know? So, but I lived a dream. Is that cool? And by the way, I used to take people on my team, just like you, and I'd bring you up in that property, and when we, just Garrett, I used to have everybody have machetes. We walked through where I was going to put the house, into the woods. I lived in the middle of the woods. And we'd whack out the trail. I go, this is where we're going to build it. I was selling the dream of what we're going to do to all them and say, watch. And I'd keep bringing them back every month while that house was being built. What I should have done, I never thought of it, is, you know, they do the still films and film it as it was going. I never did that. But they were there with me watching that house get built from the ground up and paying cash for it, Jeremy. Cash. Now, let's fast forward 3 years earlier. It's about the dream. 3 years earlier than that, I'm talking to the landlord saying, you got to throw me out or work with me because I'm broke. I can't afford the rent. And the story here about me paying myself first, that's so true. I never stopped paying myself first. I paid me, Sonia, before I paid the rent because a mentor told me that. And it made all the sense to me in the world. Here's the difference. Listen to this loud and clear. Paul, you're listening now? I learned when I was younger than you that if you want things to work, Garrett, you go to people that have already done it and speak to successful people and get it straight. How hard is that to do that, Cody? So I got ballsy enough, in your world, you don't usually do that. I'd go to successful people and ask for mentorship, and they gave it to me. And then I understudied it, and I got permission to do it. And then I'm not a smart guy, Jeremy. I can't speak the King's English. I'm not a very bright guy. I never did really great in school. I did okay. I did enough to get by. I didn't want school. I didn't like school. I hate to mention, I'd like to be the rocket scientist, but I wasn't. I didn't. In fact, my mother sent me, she died, and my sister she saved all the report cards. And I couldn't believe what I was reading on the back of the report cards. And I went to Catholic school. The nuns write all these comments. You know what the common denominator in my report card was? No.
I thought you said that before.
No, you're gonna go, oh, wow, here's my smart ass. I can't wait for his promotion time for Cody. We're gonna forget the pen.
No,
Come
on, man. I thought you said that in one of our Saturday meetings.
No,
You mentioned the report card in that comment.
I did.
I guess I'm wrong. Well, I know I'm wrong now.
Okay. All right, now here's the deal. So thank you. And no, the deal was they all wrote, and it was consistent. They all might have said it different, but not applying himself. Boy, were they right. I didn't want to be there, so I didn't. I told you in high school I failed geometry twice because I didn't apply myself, not because I didn't want to learn. I didn't want to learn about trapezoids. They meant nothing to me. Square, okay. Some people are square. Circles. I told you I got circles because I got fat once in a while. I got that, but I didn't want to know about all that. I wasn't going to use angles. It wasn't going to be my life. So what do I want to know about? For anybody feel like that? So why are they teaching crap we don't need unless you're going to go in that field or you got an interest in it? Am I right? Right. But that's what they did. You had to pass it. It was mandatory. So I didn't pay attention. I was always a little late in class. I was a senior class president too, so I was always late for class because I was a senior class president. See, I learned bad habits back then, thinking it was cool, and I was using it as an excuse. I missed half my classes. I was out farting around and doing stuff for the senior class and doing it. The senior class president back in my day was like running the whole. It was like the student government principal president, really. Senior class was it back in that day. So it's kind of fun. So I became that in my high school. So I used that as an excuse too. So I had I challenges, right? So why am I telling you about it? It's not about me. It's about every person in this room that just talked about what you want to do. And money is vital. Here's the common denominator that kills me. And I'm going right back to Thomas. Best friends, you think they would be able to communicate. They're almost like husband and wife. You know, husband and wives lose it too. They don't communicate. It sucks. If you date, you don't communicate. It sucks. I got nothing good to say about it. And neither can you to me. And if you're fighting, it's something stupid. Stop fighting. Or I'll give you a beat. See, I ought to be in counseling, right? Because it's true. Isn't it? See, what they're all doing is evaluating their relationships right now. They go, oh, boy. Is that true?
I just did it.
See, and it's always stupid when you think about it. You got to catch yourself and saying, is this worth it? If you do it, how many of you are going to admit no? And if you have different values, you can find that out and talk about it. It doesn't mean you're cut out for one another. Then you got to grow up and move on. Does that make sense? So I was real curious because I get offended, and he got a little of my anger because I did get a little cranky because this kid was just copping an attitude. Here, he copped an attitude. He's got a 401k. I did a 100% match. He has no idea about the rules. He's got no idea about the funds. I went over everything with him. He tried to blame Ryan for not teaching him the right thing about the data, how they do that. So I covered that. I listened to it. You know, I also know that his mannerism was he didn't want to hear it, even if Ryan was trying to tell him. But he wouldn't admit that. He's a stubborn kid. How many of you are stubborn? Now, stubborn also has a synonym. You want to know what it is? I'm going to teach you English language. You know what the synonym of stubborn is, Sonia? Stupid. How many of you find out when you're too stubborn, you're stupid? Oh, no, let me do it differently. How many of you know somebody that's stubborn and is stupid? Raise your hands. Oh, you know, is it okay that way? I'd rather hear it that way, Steve, instead of the way you put it. Are you all with me? So what more important? Now watch, I'm going to use Pablo as Paul as an example. May I use you, Paul, as an example? The job you got, do you contribute to your retirement accounts?
Yeah.
Great. Okay, you got one then. Is that a benefit of the job?
Yeah.
Did you get excited about when they brought you in there and say, hey, Paul, come in here. Now, a couple things. When you got the job, how long have you been working there?
6 months.
Oh, you're a newbie. Oh, so you're still green.
Mm-hmm.
What'd you do before that?
I was a network tech support for an EMR company.
Okay. Oh, medical records?
Medical records.
Yeah. So I knew that because I own a medical center. So you're a techie guy and a geeky guy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's all right.
We could use a guy like that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So when you took the job, here's what HR did. They go, here, fill out this form when you sign up. They gave you W-2 form, right? Yes?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, did you get a tax refund check last year?
No.
Okay, because you weren't working much.
No, I was working. I just had to pay.
Oh, you had to pay?
Yeah.
How much interest did you pay on your when you paid back?
15%.
Whoa, wait a minute. How much did you pay him back?
About 9%.
No, but what check did you send them?
What do you mean, what check?
You got to pay them, right?
I had to pay them.
You had to pay in.
Yeah.
How much did you pay them?
You paid $5,500.
$5,500. All right. And you paid them plus 15%, you thought? That seems high.
No, well, that's what they wanted to charge me originally, but
Oh,
yeah.
now, did you all hear that? I love you. Can you keep coming back here, please? For nothing else besides that example. Okay? Because this is the thing. Now, Sonia, I'm coming after you because now I'm going to teach you what we're doing. Okay? So I'm going to move it all around. I'm going to make a class out of this and a opportunity briefing. Is that fair enough?
Yeah, fair enough.
So, Sonia, how long have you been working at the bank? 2 years. So you got a tax refund check last year. Okay. And may I ask how much it was?
It was 4,400.
Whoa, and I bet, so watch, 4,400, sorry. So Sonia is here and Paul is there. Paul paid, Sonia got back. Okay, that's interesting. Two opposite sides of the aisle. Sonia, I bet you were excited when you got that check, right? Okay, why were you excited?
Because I had all the rules.
Right, wonderful,
Right back to the
right back. And she gets all pumped up, I'm getting 4,400, all right. Okay, I hear everybody, they're going on vacation, you do all that stuff. So we're here to teach you the money business, fair enough? See what Empower is? We're a consumer advocacy group. Do you know what consumer advocacy groups do? You ever, now watch, now Paul, I hope do you recognize this, Paul? You ever seen that magazine?
Yeah.
You ever seen this, Sonia? Okay, now, and because you're young, you don't know this. Guys my age, they all know this. In fact, if you watch the news articles on news, they always refer to Consumer Reports say, they always go, because this is a nonprofit organization that legitimately looks and evaluates all goods, products, and services on behalf of the consumer, puts them through a test, and evaluates them from every aspect, and it reports back to us in this magazine what's going on. And then they rate them. That's pretty good. So if you want to go buy something, every month they cover something different. This month, by the way, grow your savings, avoid the costly fees of a 401k, make more money with your 401k. Isn't that interesting? So they cover that. Now here, this one was just last month. Look at this. They covered 215 red hot rides on cars. They'll do electronics 1 month. They do it all. And by the way, one of the subjects, retirement reality check. I love that. Now, Sonia, you plan on working until you're dead?
Well, hopefully I get to retire, but, I guess so, right?
Wow, I don't know. You tell me. I
I'd
can't tell
like to
you.
retire at 65, 65.
Are you on drugs right now?
No.
Okay, because I heard her say she wants to retire at 65. I go, whoa. First of all, she doesn't know if she's going to be able to retire, and then question it. And so I always maintain sense of humor. I'm not making fun of you. I'm actually going to make an example of the story because you're not alone. They're all in the same boat. Paul is. Paul, are you going to die or are you going to retire?
I like to retire.
You would like to. See, you know what's sad about what you're saying? When I was a kid, that's all you were taught is that you got to go get a job and be somebody, work your 30 years, put your time in, and retire with dignity and raise your grandkids. Live the life. I was raised that way. You're not. You have no idea what your future's bringing. That's what scares me for you. I'm not here. I'm in my last. See, the only way you can speak like this is me in the room because I'm in my fourth quarter. I hate saying that. I don't like recognizing it, and it's the truth. I feel like I'm as young as you and probably have a youthful attitude more than you do. However, I chronologically have lived the years. So God's going to take me out much more in normal step before you, right? So I'm in my fourth quarter, you're not. You better start thinking about it. Is that true, Jeremy? Do you agree with that? Paul, would you agree with that?
Yep.
So what? So let me come back to the example. We're about money. So we are the consumer advocates of financial services and consumer goods and services, of life essential services, because all we deal with common sense of everything you deal with, but you don't know the real truth behind it. How many of you would like to know the truth behind money and what's going on in the world? And if you were shown, A, this is what you're doing, B, this is what you could be doing, how many of you would learn how to make a right choice? That's what we do. We give people choice. How simple is that? And we're in different areas. I'm going to start in one. Sonia, you got excited about getting that refund. You know what that's called? A tax refund. Now, Sonia, when they gave that money back to you, how much interest was attached to your check? You're not sure? Can I help you with it?
Yeah,
Okay. This is how much you got back on your check. Can you tell me what that said?
0%.
Could you say that louder?
0%.
Wow. Did you say what?
0%.
Isn't it so funny how everybody goes, 0? Then you got to say, can you say it? 0. No. 0. Okay, right. Did you like saying that?
No.
Now, let me ask you. See, Pablo sitting 2 chairs away from you. He owed the money, and look what they tried to charge him. 15%. What sense does it make? Now, they call it tax refund for a reason, right? You voluntarily gave them your money every paycheck to the government, didn't you? Then, Paul, you asked for your money back, and then they take a good month or 2 to get it back to you on top of that, don't they? And they refund what you overpaid and give you nothing back for it? Sonia, am I right? How disgusting is that? Why are you doing it? Because, Steve, I don't know any better. That's why Jeremy dragged me here. Right. Now, Paul, I'm ahead of the game, man. I had to pay down. Because you paid them too much interest. Am I right or right? Now, we don't know this because when Paul took his job, here's what they did. When you filled out your W-2 form, how many allowances did you put down, Paul, on it this time?
This one, 2.
2. Paul, you need to raise that. I'm going to give you the formula for it later. Here's what you did, Sonia. You probably put down 0 or 1.
1.
Right. And you know what? Because the HR person probably encouraged you to do it, they don't even know what they're doing. They don't have a clue how it works. I'll bet you $100,000 now. I'll go to work with you tomorrow if you want to take me up on this. I'll come in. I'll dress appropriately, put on a suit, but I'm betting you $100,000. Okay? I'll cover it. Here's what we're going to do. I'll take a contract on you for your entire lifetime to pay me back. And I'll just take money out of every check you make until I get my money back. And then I'll put a lien on the house you're going to buy.
Oh, nice.
I want my money back. I'm making a bet. Either I'm going to give you $100,000 or I'm going to take it from you. Will you bet?
Sure.
All right.
Don't write it down.
No, I'm going to get my check. I'll write you out a check and I'll write a contract tonight. You and I are going into business. I own you. just like your company is, the bank does, because here's the deal. I will walk in with you and go right to the HR department and say, what did you tell this young lady to fill out with a W-2 form? And they're gonna go, hum. And then I'm gonna say to them, explain to me why you only, explain to me. Remember Ricky Ricardo? Explain it to me. Okay, I said explain, I want to explain, okay. Explain to me why you told her only to put 0 or 1 down. Why? See, they don't know why. Nobody taught them. It's only a job to them. They make 9 or 10 or 11 or 12 bucks an hour. They don't care about you and they don't know the rules. And if you don't know the rules of the money game, you go broke. Am I right or right?
Right.
So watch. We're going to turn around and increase this because we're going to increase your paycheck now every month by about 200 bucks. And we're going to, if you let us, a retirement plan for you because you don't have a good enough retirement plan. Am I right or right?
Yeah.
Boom. Now, do we take any money out of your pocket? No, because you're giving it away to the government. Do you want it to work for you or do you want to work for your government? Right. See, I love my country very much, Paul. Today's Veterans Day. I love every guy that ever served in the military. Love it. Because they don't know it. When they go, I'm just going to, half the kids that join, go just get a job. They don't know where to go. They need discipline. They're going to get beat up a little bit. They need a sergeant in their face and all that crap. And then all of a sudden something stupid happens in the world and you get some guy in the White House say, you got to go and put your life on the line. Whoa. Life is different when you do that. So when these kids come back all messed up, I pray for them. Every night I say a prayer for them. The young ladies and men in our business, defending our country. So love them. Today's their day. You know that, right? Okay. So in saying that, now I lost my thought because I just got lost in patriotism. I love my country. I can't stand my uncle. Watch, Paul. United States of America, good place, isn't it? Right? Look at Ernesto. He snuck out of Peru. How he got out, I don't know. What ship did you jump off of? He was in a ship in a cubbyhole, right? Oh, I'm in America right now. I'm teasing, okay, totally. But you see, now in the news, listen to the news, contemporary, it's all about immigration now, isn't it? Isn't that killing me that we even have that problem? You see, everybody in this room is 4 or 5 generation immigrants. My family came from Ireland and Germany. And they had the balls, to leave a country that was, they weren't going anywhere there, and they knew they were going to someplace new, but didn't know a thing that was going to happen to them. You got to have a brass pair to do that. I admire everybody that came here to this country. So I love immigrants too. I also know our laws have to change and have to cater to it, but there you go. We're relying on Washington to fix our problems. I'm not relying on Washington to run my life. By the way, do you all know the United States has the most debt it ever had in its entire history?
17 trillion.
Well, thank you. It's 17.8 trillion. You know why that's hysterical? Paul, you don't even know what a million looks like. Am I right or right? A million sounds good to him. Then I say a billion, Jeremy, you don't even have a fathom. So I say trillion, it just is a number to you. You need to understand that's your children's future, and they've got to get paid off, and that's why you're never going to make money. Understand this, Gary. Get it in your head and start thinking about your presentation and how we present things. The United States right now, 70%, Paul, of the United States population makes less than $50,000 a year. How in the hell are you all surviving? It's mind-boggling to me. 50,000 is a benchmark. That's what 70% of the United States population makes right now, and it's getting worse. People are in worse shape economically now than they were when Obama took office. It's not about Obama. I'm just telling you history right now. Everybody clear about that? It's pretty scary, isn't it? How many of you think you can live in that big house at $50,000 a year?
No, not 50,000.
Yeah, I was going to say, what are you doing? Not at all.
I was going for the big house. No way.
You got to go for the big house, but not at 50,000. You got to make a lot of money. And by the way, this kills me. I'm talking to my wife later because we're going to be moving, selling our house and moving. You can't live in Naples and live real good under $400,000. And the median price in this country is about $210,000 maybe. So it's double right here. Yet, now let me tell you, the cost of living here is cheaper than up in other places too. My taxes where I lived on my home was back 10 years ago. I had farm assessment because I had so much land. I gave it to farmers to farm, so they taxed me a lot less. And I was still paying about $1,100 a month just in taxes. Not a mortgage. There's a mortgage. I don't have a mortgage. I had mortgage free. I paid the house up cash. Imagine me paying as much in taxes as most people pay in a mortgage. And today it's as high as $24,000 a year to pay taxes. And by the way, no sewer lines, no water lines, a road with cops maybe with $2 down the street maybe. Volunteer fire department. What the hell did I get? A bill. And if you don't, and you all think you own your house, if you don't pay your property tax, they'll take your house on you. So you never own your house. I don't care who you are. I don't care what anybody says either. Come in and talk to me. If you don't pay your taxes, somebody pays your tax deed, they can close out on the house and throw you out. It's a fact. So it's a good, I don't have more, you better still pay for your taxes. Hello, you all with me? You gotta know the rules of the game. So Sonia, you didn't know the rules of the game. We're gonna change this and increase your pay, okay? And we're gonna show you how to do it. In fact, today you're gonna see Trey, they're gonna send you to the website, you're gonna read it's the IRS website. Oh, I'm sorry, pop up. And you're gonna use the IRS website says, don't overpay your taxes. It's telling you what we're telling you, but nobody tells you that in public. Then we're gonna give you the formula right in the back office, you just figure it out. It's gonna tell you what you raise your allowances to. Do it tomorrow. Go into the HR department, we can figure it out tonight for her. You go in and adjust it. Say, I need to do another W-2 form and change it. In the next week, next pay period, your paycheck's way up. We're gonna take that money and open up a retirement account for you because you don't have one. Now, you got a retirement account, right, Paul? Okay, what kind?
With Aetna.
Okay, do you know, is it a 401k, pension, what is it?
It's a pension and I also have 401k.
Okay, great. So listen, can I ask you some questions about it?
Yeah.
Well, if there's a secret, let me know.
Yeah. It's not.
Nothing is.
I thought you were gonna tell me the secret.
I am, but I wanted to ask questions to lead you to the secret. Okay, so, because there's things we don't know about. Like, for instance, in your 401k, who owns that with you? Who's the joint owner? You and your wife? Wrong answer.
Paper.
Another wrong one. Okay, I'm kidding you, but here. How long did it take you to get money in your account, in your retirement account? You have a couple of them since you had a couple of jobs?
Right. What's the question again?
Well, how many years have you been working that you've been saving money?
No, I'm 401k, just started this year with this new company.
Oh, I'm glad. How much you putting into it?
5%.
5% of your salary.
Mhm.
So what's that equate to?
I don't know right now.
Okay. And are they matching?
3,500 a year.
How much?
3,500.
3,500 a year. Okay. So Ryan, how much is that per month? Well, it's 200, 250.
Yeah, 275. Almost, yeah, 275.
Ryan, are you doing the math on your calculator or what?
Trying to.
Man, you're slow today.
Mm-hmm.
What is it?
It's 292.
Oh, 292. I was off. Okay, I was just taking a guess. All right, 292. So there we go. So you're putting in 292 a month, and they matching you?
Yeah, they match me.
How much they matching?
They match me 50% of what I.
So if you're putting in 292, they're putting in half of that.
Mm-hmm.
I got you. And you like that, right?
That's not bad.
All right, well, it sounds good. That's why everybody does it. That's why the HR department tells you to do it. Are you doing that work too? Okay, we're gonna stop that right away. If I can tell you why you don't want to do it and prove it to you, will you listen to us and adjust that right away? And then where you can open up your own account and self-direct it and you control it. Because watch this one. Who's in partnership with you on your retirement program? Who owns it?
In partnership, that would be the employer, wouldn't it?
Wrong. Okay, it's interesting. Now I'm going to cut through the chase and give you the answers, okay? You're in partnership and watch. First of all, you've been doing it for a couple of years. And you're just starting out too. You're young yet. 2 years. So 2 years of sweat equity. Can you afford to lose those 2 years? Do you want to lose them? No. So watch this one. When you put your money in, when you're ready to take your money out, when you're an older woman, when you want to retire, like you said, at 66, dreaming, and I hope so. But at 66, when you're ready to take it out, who gets the first cut?
The government.
Oh, so the government owns your retirement account. Oh, that's it, right?
Yeah.
Paul, who owns your 401k? Right. How does that feel that you're giving it, and don't they make all the rules? And they take the first cut? Not your wife, not your baby, not you. You're paying Uncle Sam first. Uncle Sam's your partner, am I right or right? Is there any other way to look at that? Paul, I'm talking to you.
I'm sure.
No, there's really not. Watch, let me do it again. Who takes the first cut no matter what? Uncle Sam. You're not changing that. That's exactly what the rules are. So guess who owns it first? Uncle Sam. So Uncle Sam takes the first cut. Am I right?
Right.
How's that feel?
Terrible.
Okay, second person. Who are you paying? Who do you pay?
Yeah,
No? So other than your uncle, he gets the first cut. Who gets the second cut? Broker Joe. Who's managing your money? Somebody's managing your money.
Yeah.
So Broker Joe, okay, Broker Joe is taking the second cut. So you're not the first owner and you're not the second owner. And by the way, watch this one. How many fees are you paying in your 401k right now, Sonia?
management fee.
Yes. Right. Don't you think you should?
Yeah.
It's only your future, isn't it? Pablo! ¿Cuántos?
I have no idea.
You're supposed to be a geek.
I don't really care. I just putting money away.
Oh, get the gun, get the knife. I'm going to take his wallet. Tell you, he doesn't care. I'm going to rip you off every time I can because you don't care. I care. I don't like getting ripped off. You going to educate your kid not to care that they're doing stupid things with their money?
Obviously.
No, don't take offense to me. I'm abrupt. But the truth is unbelievably hurtful when you don't know the truth. I'm here to educate you tonight. Is that fair enough? You give me room to do that? So watch. Broker Joe, here, the answer is, now, Paul, see if this pisses you off. How many fees do you think you're paying, Paul, when you're inside the 401k? See the answer there? You're paying 12 to 17 different fees to have your funds managed. How ridiculous is that? Do you think that's extortionary? We do. Why would you keep doing that? You shouldn't do it. Am I right or right? So watch what we're gonna fix that. Now watch. So you're paying Broker Joe, and by the way, this equates to 3 to 5% of your money. Every year, whether you make money or lose money. If you lose money, they're still taking their cut. They don't care what you're doing. Now, here's the other question, Sonia, who's got all the risk? Yeah, exactly. So let me get it straight. You give your money to them. You give your money, when you ask for your money back, you give it to the government first, and Broker Joe takes it regularly all the time, and you bear all the risk, and they have none of it. They're getting paid anyway. Am I hearing that right? Do you think that makes sense, Paul? That's where we're going to stop it. We're going to take this and divert this money from you right here every month and develop your own plan for you. We're going to have what's called an FIP for you. I'll go over that later. FIP. That's called a financial independent plan. What are we doing? We always look for people where they're squandering money and have no clue why and where. If you knew the rules, you wouldn't do it. Am I right or right? And the sad thing is, the very thing that we need, now listen to this, because this is about what Thomas was about. The very thing that we need to know the most about is what we know the least about. And then we get personal about it. Some of you think you can't talk about religion, politics, and money. You're full of crap. I'll talk about all of it and all, because I have my thoughts, you can have yours. It doesn't mean you have to think like me. I just want to deal with the truth. In fact, I'll welcome your thoughts all the time. And you can't get mad at me. Why would you get mad at somebody having a different point of view? You don't have to believe what I believe. And but by the way, what you think is none of my business. So I don't have to get all tied up with, whoa, don't you like these people with cop attitudes? I just want the truth. Am I making sense? Paul, am I making sense to you?
Yeah.
So watch. Now I'm going to show you, how do I get in here now, Ryan? I want to show the rule 72.
Wiggle and mouse.
So is this thing set up where I can go do the rule 72?
Yeah.
Now we're going to show you how money works. We're going to show you what you should have learned back in grammar school real quick. I'm going to whip through this thing. But this is what put me in the business when I was a little older than you all in this room. And it pissed me off because I couldn't believe I went through college, paid for 2 degrees, went through high school, and never saw this before. And I go, it's that simple? Yeah, it is. And this is what you should have been shown way back in high school. And we're going to disturb you tonight. We're supposed to. And Albert Einstein is the guy that came out with this, by the way. He's the one that came. He's a pretty smart guy, isn't he? And he also said something. He said the only difference between genius and stupidity is that genius has its limits. Did you all hear that? I'll describe what that means as we go along all night long, because I'm going to keep bringing that up. Albert Einstein said the difference between genius and stupidity, the only difference is that genius has its limits. I totally agree with that. Stupidity can go on forever, can't it? And you can't fix stupid. We don't change what we're doing, we're being taken advantage of, and the industries are runners for us. Here's what Einstein said. This is how money doubles. Okay, it's a mathematical formula. You take the rule of second, it's how money doubles, take the compounding effect of money. It's this simple. You take the interest rate you're making, no matter what it is, I don't care what it is, where it is, divide it into the number 72, and that's how long it's going to take for you to double your money. It's that simple. So watch, we're going to take a 23-year-old with $5,000. Sonia, right up your alley, right? Let's have $5,000, put it away in an account, and we're going to go to your bank, and you know, in fact, watch. Banks right now, Sonia, on the passbook savings, hey, what?
For interest,
Yes.
my savings,
Yes.
starting off at 0.03%.
That's a joke. Even at 0.5%, if you put 0.5% into the 72 number, it'll take 144 years for your money to double. I can't even use the example. So I'm going to go to a long-term CD. How much do they pay? 2? Well,
Wow, and a savings.
and she's a banker. Okay, but now I'm going to give you 2%, fair enough? So watch. I have to do it because I can't, any other example is stupid. And that's what they're paying people right now. Europe just went to a 0. So everybody's they're not making any money anymore. They can't be. It's going to hit Japan soon. Wait till you see what's going to happen globally real soon. It's coming to a theater near you. You're just not paying attention. I do. I watch what happens around the world. I watch. So 2 into 72 means your money will double every 36 years. So let's do it. There's the 23-year-old with $5,000. And then it's going to double 59 and 95. You got $20,000. Yo! In fact, watch, Sonia, for you. Woo! She went. So I give it a woo. Now, what are you going to buy, Paul, with $20,000 when you're 95? I got a stick of gum. You want it? Isn't that true? Isn't that it? So let's turn around and let's go do this. We're going to triple that. We're going to go from 2 to 6%. That's triple the rate. And look at that. Every 12 years, you cut your doubling time in 2/3. Now look at that. At 5,000. Now same 5,000, same 23-year-old. Here it is. Did you see this yet, Jeremy? I can't ask you that. Sonia, just take a guess. You're a banker. I know you don't know the answer, but if we're going to use the same formula, if you had 23, 5 at 20,000, what are you going to have now at 6%? Just take a guess. Yeah, at 95, sorry.
Oh, and 95.
Yeah, same time. I'm going to run it out. Don't do the math. Just take a guess. What do you think? I tripled the interest rate and I cut it down in 1/3 time, 2/3 time. 100,000. Pablo, what do you think?
At 95?
Yes. Now I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you $95,000, just like I'm going to take your house from you too in the future. We're making that. So I'm going to give you 95 and I'll keep you change. What do you want, Paul?
A lot more than that.
Paul, you greedy son of a bitch. Listen to him. I want more than that. How much? Do the math. What's the math going to be? Stop there trying to figure it out. Stop being technical. What do you think you're going to have? Just take a guess. Role play. I don't know. It's not acceptable. Take a guess.
I had a very long day today.
Me too. I'm dealing with you. So he doesn't know, he doesn't want to guess, he doesn't want to get it wrong. Everybody get that? Okay, so 90, 95, okay, guess what? I'm going to throw a toaster in for you too. Here we go. I'm going to give you the 95 plus the toaster. Here we go. We're doubling it out. Same way. Look at that. The $80,000 already. There, boom, 160. Okay, $320,000. That's what the bank's doing to you right now, Paul. That's what you work for. Now watch. Let's go get reality. Reality says 8% is attainable. You know why? That's what the stock market's done for the last 30 years. Average 9%. I'm going to go 8. But go. We're going to do the same question. You're the same person, same time frame, same money. Now listen, that bank is using your money, right? So you saw it was 320. What do you got now, Sonia, at 60 at 95? 8%, only 2 points higher. But notice, so it's only 2 points, not now, double. 2 points and only 3 more years. What do you got? Take your best shot.
640.
I'm gonna give you the 640 and another toaster, because the other one's broke. Paul, don't do any cheating, don't use your phone. If you're using that phone, I have to chop off your fingers, and what do you think you got?
720.
Okay, 720. I like you. I'm gonna give you your 720. Fair enough, but I'm keeping the change. Fair? That's how it works. Okay, that's exactly what you're doing right now. The bank that you work for is ripping everybody off, because look at this. Boom. How about almost $1.3 million? I doubled my money on you, more than doubled my money on you, both times. It's mine. Now watch, you got a credit card, Sonia?
Yeah.
How much you paying the credit card company?
Right now, 0 interest.
Okay, if you use it and you don't pay it off on time, what's the interest rate?
Afterwards, it'll be, right now I'm on a promotional.
Well, okay, so give me what the real answer is.
It'll be 22.4, no, sorry, 13.99.
13. What about you, Pablo?
9%.
Right, and if you're ever late, where does it go to? You know they go as high as 33?
Yeah, I think I really.
Do you understand that's legalized extortion? Watch, we've called that. Okay, now this is what everybody's doing. Is everybody walks into your bank every day, Sonia. They're just going in there and go, hey, take my money. How do you want to build a bank now? You just open up the bank, they come in, they don't even advertise. Just open up, put a sign up, bank, and people come in and go, can you take it? Am I right? And you go, okay, put it in here, I'm going to give you 20, but I'm making 1.3 million. Stoney, do you have a mother and father? Do you love them? Why are you letting them do that? Paul, you care? Yeah. Then fix it. You got parents or anybody doing that? That's devastating. I don't buy it, not one bit. Everybody ought to know this rule. They're all being taken advantage of. Am I right or right? And so we call this, look at that. See all the money, you got to go where the money goes. How bad is it that they're making $1.3 million and giving your parents $20,000 and you wonder why they're broke and sick and can't afford medical bills and all that stuff? Am I right or right? Right. It's sick. You ought to be doing something about it. It's unbelievable. Now watch this one. See, we call that, where'd it go? Legalized extortion. Extortion meaning theft. It's legalized theft. We don't tolerate it here. We show people the options. How am I doing? So watch this one. Okay, we're going to show you, now that we showed you how that works, we're going to show you what happens when you have 1 year of loss. Because people don't understand loss. And you take it for granted because you listen to Broker Joe. The minute you listen to Broker Joe, you're broke. You can't listen to that dude. I don't think you're doing what's in your best interest. Watch this one. Rule of 72 with a 1 year loss factor of 5%. Let's do what it does. We're going to get 7.2% of your money, so 7.2 into 72 is every 10 years. Let's keep it simple. It's only $1,000, but let's bring it out and see the progression at 7.2% a year, all the way up, all the way right out to 10 years. Here you go. So your 1,000 became 2, just like we said. That's the fact. Now let's tell you what happens when you lose just 1 year. So watch this one. Boom. 1 year loss in the second year alone. So watch this one. There's the loss. Boom, in red. That's a 5% loss. So let's carry that out and see what it really means to you mathematically. Because you see, math doesn't lie, you do. Math doesn't lie, your interpretation of the math does. And Broker Joes love to misrepresent the truth. And you buy it. I don't. I'm not very good at math, but I can count money. How many of you can count money? I love to go, uno, dos, tres, cuatro. And you get up and, I hope I have something in here. Yeah, everybody should have, how many people should have a Franklin on? Do you have a Franklin on you? No. You're not working, you haven't shown up, guys. You got an extra Franklin on you?
As a matter of fact.
Is that yes or no?
You have a phone with that.
No. Oh, is that a real one? I think so. Everybody should have Franklin. Benny boy, Franklin, $100. So watch. Let's carry this thing through. I'm going right out, doubling the same number. Now watch, that's the same doubling progression. Here's the deal. Whoop. See, 1776. That's not a 5% loss through the years. It's 11.4. Here's our point. When you have a losing year, you never get back the purchasing power of your power of your dollars. God! And that 5% equated to 11%. Do the math. The difference between those two is 11.4%. That's why you can't afford to lose. And you know what? I'm not going to go through it, but in this book, We have many books we use. In this book, it talks all about the fees I told you about. It tells you that your 401ks are paying. And I got 2 new articles we just put out on the website that was just out, announced that the Supreme Court is taking up the 401k issue because there's so many class action suits now because everybody had companies that they thought they were going to retire with dignity and you're not getting any of the money out they thought they had because it's all getting eaten up by fees. The Supreme Court's taking it out. They're going to hear about it. You got until October to go make a huge fortune, knuckleheads, because then the word's going to be out. People might start paying attention. And in this book, we point out what the real rates of returns are, and the facts are, it's this simple. And Sonia, I'm going to ask you to just pass this back to Sonia and go to the Steve, just explain where the columns are. The first, this is the S&P 500. So let me describe what that is. Most people already know what that is. Right, I'll do it. You just point the columns out. Now, the S&P 500 is the top. That's the Standard & Poor's 500 index. So you don't get confused. That's the top 500 companies that they choose to think that are huge manufacturing or all different industries, but the top 500 companies in the country that combined, they show what their rate of return is from year to year to year. And people, it's just like the Dow Jones. Dow Jones is 30 different companies in 6 industries. This is 500 companies. Okay. So the S&P is a better index to use for the company. Look at what from year 2000 to 2012. Sonia, what are the first 3 years rate of returns? Oh, I like how you said it. I like that. She said a deficit. That's a banker talk. Okay, minus, negative, right?
Yeah.
Negative what?
23.37.
Ooh. Next one.
26.38.
Wow. Next one.
8.99.
How's that making you feel? See, all your monies that are in your 401ks, Paul, are getting those kind of rate of returns. Because 98 to 85% of all the monies in your 401ks and IRAs are in that market. That's what you lost right away. Go to 2008.
Negative 38.49.
How can you sustain a 39% loss? I just showed you 1 year at 5% being 11%. Do you understand what I'm trying to point out here? You need to protect your money. Can I have that book back? See, that's 12 years right there. Without doing all the math on it, I'm going to tell you there's 7 bad years here. 4 bad ones, 1 with a 0, and 2 with 3%. Inflation average is 3%. That's as good as 0. If you're not making money work for you, it's working for somebody else. If you're going to put money away, put it away for you and your family and have it work for you, not against you. Am I making sense? All right? So that's how money works in terms of loss. Now we have an answer for this. Now, oh yeah, you're saying it's always that way? Look into the math. Got another doubling period and still 11% loss. You never get back your money. Never, ever. Make sense? And that's Garrett Cole when he grows a beard. He's very grumpy when he doesn't have $100 and he looks just like that cat. We call that the grumpy cat of finance. Okay, how many of you would be grumpy at that loss? Now, Paul, this is your family we're talking about. Sonia, it's your mom and dad. It's your brothers and sisters. It's everybody you know that doesn't know these rules. Is there a lot of people out there that don't know? You bet. Now watch. I'm going to give you a real quick plan. Okay, I'm going to tell you we implement a strategy that works 100% of the time. Did you all hear that? You hear that, Trey? See, you know why I love the business? And Jeremy, you can be bold when you're right. So you're cocky. No, not at all. Very confident and very bold because we're right. There's no argument for what we do. You can't argue the truth, ever. I didn't care if you don't like it. You can adjust to it. And if you don't, you're going to be taken advantage. How clear is that, Jeremy? Very clear, right? So watch. We're jocks in here, a few of us are. There's some wannabe jocks in here, and there's some guys that just do ping pong. Ernesto, sucker. Kick the ball. You know, as soon as somebody looks at her, you fall down and goes, oh, that hurt me. Oh, oh, that did hurt me. I teach soccer guys all the time. He was a striker. Oh, yeah.
No, the
You were a
stopper.
striker too?
Stopper.
Oh, the stopper. I thought you were a striker. No, sorry, he was a stopper. I don't know if he stopped.
Midfield.
But anyway, here's the deal. Hey, no, I'm sense of right? You were a soccer player. You were out there with him.
I was a striker.
You were the
He
striker.
was.
He was the back end.
Okay, right. He's knocking everybody down. I used to love watching him. Boom, knock him over. Anyway, we have a strategy. Listen to the strategy. Bear Bryant said it, and it kills me. You can say the name Bear Bryant, but none of the young people have nothing to do with this. Some of them. Bear Bryant is one of the most famous college football coaches in this country for American football. And he ran at the University of Alabama. He said something. He said this is a quote. He said, Offense sells tickets and defense wins national championships. And we happen to be a coach as well. You know what? That's absolutely true. Think about this and you can't overcome this. If you have a great defense and don't let them score, they can't win. Is that true or true? End of the story. So why not take that same philosophy and put it in business in reference to money? Does that make sense to you, Paul? So watch. We have a defensive strategy and an offensive strategy. And we split it up, okay? And we have 3 points in the defense. And we have to get the defense straightened out right away first. That's a fact, right? So the first one is market loss. We just read to you 12 years of bad stuff. You don't want to be subject to market loss. Am I right? Or minimize it. Does that make sense? So if you can get guarantees to protect your money that you never lose money, would you all do it? Amen. You got to have that in place. Number 2, fees and commissions. Okay, read it. Why are you paying? Remember those fees we just talked about? Why are you paying exorbitant fees? We don't believe that. We don't believe you should ever pay a retail price if you don't have to. I'm cheap. You know what that means? I want the best for my money. How many of you are cheap in this room? Just checking. I was always really cheap. Not with my clothes, my things I want to live it. I want the best value for my buck. I'm cheap. I want to pay wholesale for everything if I can. How do you agree with that? Then why don't you? See, what kills me is guys like Thomas fighting. Okay? Fight anyway. They want to know. So watch this one. I like tax efficiency. Why? We just covered what the debt in this country is. Jeremy, does it make any sense to you to keep giving money to a government that keeps blowing it and the deficit keeps going up?
No.
Why do you keep doing it?
It tells me.
Oh, well, go jump off the broken bridge. You gonna do that?
No.
Oh, so I'm choosing to listen to who I want to listen to. Is that what you're doing?
Mhm.
I choose to listen to the truth. Boom. Anybody throw boom on him? Just boom. It's a gentle one, but boom. Am I right? So he's going, oh, yes. No. So what? That's the defensive strategy. Does that make sense to you? Now we're going to put offense to it. Watch. 5 points. First, my first point is growth. You want your money to grow. There's an old phrase we use from one of my mentors. He said, if you're not growing, you're dying in everything. He's right. If you're not growing mentally, if you're not growing spiritually, if you're not growing physically, if you're not growing everyday relationships, you're dying. Grow. Keep learning. Love it. If you're not growing your money, you're not going to have anything like what this is, income. How many of you say you want to retire, you need income. You can't rely on Social Security. You're paying for mine. You ain't getting it. Nobody in this room is going to see it. Maybe Paul, maybe a hair. I will. And you're paying it. Yes, thank you very much. It's a broke system. So you better have income. 3, I want safety. I want to know my money's there and I'm not going to lose it in the market. Number 4, I want liquidity. Because right now, the way you're setting yourself up, Paul, you can't get access to your money without penalties, am I right? You can't take your money without penalties, am I right? Why do they like that? Why do they set that up? Isn't that bullcrap? Government runs your life, and you say, okay, I don't like it. I'm not willing to do it. I'm not doing it, Paul. Okay? Last point, number 5. Tax-free. Can you name anything to me, Sonia or Jeremy, that's better than tax-free? What, Paul? Is tax-free better than tax-deferred?
I don't know.
Let me do it again. Is tax-free better than tax-deferred?
I don't.
Well, the tax-deferred means you're still going to pay it, but you're deferring it. Tax-free means you ain't paying anything. It's free. Which one's better? Right answer. All the time. It's never going to change. If you were to keep saying tax-deferred, I'd have to get it done now. Shoot you. Messed up. We're going to talk to Papa later. Tax-free. Everybody make sense? All the time. Now watch. I'm your uncle. Jeremy, I'm going to give you a choice. You're a farmer now. You kind of look like one. I'm going to put overalls on you. Okay? And I'm going to come to you and say, Jeremy, at the end of the year, here's the deal. I'm going to give you a choice. I'm going to tax you. Because Paul wants tax deferred. I'm going to tax you. You're either going to pay tax on the seed, or you're going to pay tax on your harvest. Which one do you want?
See,
Why?
there's artists.
How many people know he's a wussy, fickle guy? Oh, which side of the aisle am I supposed to be on? It's cold over here, no, it's warm over here. Oh, where do I gotta go? Now, just like, you have sense of humor? Yeah. You're all red now. Don't get mad at me. You know? So here's the deal, okay? I'm having fun with it. See, where was I going? I screwed it up on. Oh, yeah. No, you had it right the first time. See, let me give you the rationale why. Paul's going, thank God he's not talking to me. I don't even like that. Okay, here's the deal. The seed, because it's only one seed. When you put the seed in the ground and nurture it and fertilize and grow, it's going to grow into a big tree and give you 100 apples. You want to pay on all those 100 apples or pay on just the seed? You're right. You know what your 401k is? It's a harvest. But you can't get access to your money until it grows and grows and grows and grows. And when you're old, they say, okay, take it down. You got to take it when you're 70 and a half or older, and we're going to hit you good. Boom. You're giving them the biggest chunk when you need it the most. That's dumb, in my opinion. And I only have one of them. And that was it. How am I doing? You don't have to agree with it, and I'm right. If you don't agree with it, how am I doing? You all right? You all right there, buddy?
Yeah, it's like hot. Have anxiety.
I would too if I were realizing this stuff. So anyway, I'm almost done getting through it. See that strategy? We put that to work right now. In fact, here's the point. Paul, most people you know, in fact, I'm willing to tell you 100% of most people, in fact, I'm going to tell you right now, based upon an article I read today, 99.9% of the people that own any kind of retirement plan do not have all 5 of them. They're missing 1 of them, or 2 of them, or 3 of them. None of them are doing all this. We do it. We give the option, A or B. That's what we do. We're going to show it to you how it works. And I'll do this real quick for you. Okay? This is somebody that's 35 to 65 savings $500 a month. That's $6,000 a year for all those years, okay? Making 10% on it, that's 30 years. So if you did that, you'd have 1.8 million bucks. Everybody clear about that? That's a lot of money. You can retire on that. But here, here's a reality check. And we deal with it. We put a reality calculator in our website that's coming, okay? And what we do is put in exactly what we just talked about. We're only going to show 2 years of loss in 30 years. We just showed you 7 out of 12, okay? So 2 years out of 30 is a joke, but we want to be ultra conservative. Then we're only showing you 1.5% fees when I already told you the average fee is 3 to 5%. Again, ultra conservative. And then we're only going to show you paying 25% taxes. That's the middle of the road. I'm going to save a lot of time. There's 6 tax brackets in the United States right now. 6. Lowest 110, median is 25, highest is 39.6. So we're going to show you paying taxes on your income. So watch this one. With that effect, after the impact of the 2 years loss, 1.5, 25%. Sonia, out of this money, how much do you think you got left?
In this plan?
Yes. In the plan that you got 1.8 million, almost right here, and then you got to do all that stuff. How much you got left? Take a guess.
I'm gonna say 1.6, so that's enough.
Well, what? Right. How many, Paul, what do you think you got left?
About the 35% loss.
Yeah, and paying the fees and 2 years of loss.
Big chunk.
That ain't a big chunk, brother, because here's what you just did. You just gave to others $1.2 million. Sonia, you got $1.2 million to squander to the government, to your broker, Joe. Do you think your family's worth $1.2 million? You're like giving it to them, Paul. See, that's exactly what you're doing right now. It's unacceptable behavior. You gotta change it. See, it's something really broken in this world. We give you the answer, and here's what it is. I'm gonna save a lot of time. I'm gonna shoot through it because they've heard it all the time, and I'll go back into our training and close out. Okay, because you're here for a business opportunity, and I don't want to burn bridges. Here's the deal. That red line is what everybody's retirement account's in right now. Okay, it's the S&P 500. It's a true example of you putting away $100,000 in 97 all the way to the year 2012. That's the facts. That's exactly what the numbers are. So if you put $100,000 in, at the end of the time, you got 165. How many do you think that's pretty good? Yeah. I think it sucks. Okay, watch. Sonia, are you moody?
I guess so.
You're a woman.
Yeah.
Okay. Because women are moody, which then makes men moody. Hello. You ever get grumpy when the girls are grumpy?
Oh, yeah.
You lying dog. I've heard it. I've seen
Is
it.
it worth it? I always ask myself.
Oh, well, that's new training, dog. So what? Yeah, Jeremy, he remembered, Sonia, it was your birthday. Yay! You forgot the card. You bummed out. He made dinner. He burned it. He did the laundry. He forgot the soap. Right. It's Jeremy. so, Jeremy, you missed it. We were doing some jokes on Jeremy. Okay? I heard it. Oh, all right. So you see the rise and fall? That's the thing. The stock market does that. You already had 151,000 here, and then you lost it all. Boom. That sucked in 2001 to 2003. There's it was. You only ended up 165. You had 151 here. Then it went down to 93. You lost more than you had, and you put in. When it's all said and done here. But here, here's what I got to ask. Pablo, out here, that looks pretty good still anyway, right? Guess what you got to do this here? You got to pay taxes, you got to pay your fees. Let me save you the time. You pay 25%, take $40,000 off of that. If you pay 3% average fees, take another $40,000 off that. You're worth less net. This is a gross figure. It's pretty gross, isn't it? You're worth less net after your expenses. It's less than when you started with it. 100,000. The blue line is what we tell you to do. It's called an IUL. In fact, there's a brand new article. Did you bring it up on this thing at all? No.
No.
Facebook page. We got a Facebook page. We just posted it today. You want to go see it? Did you like it, Cody?
No, I haven't looked at it.
Did you like the page yet?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, go on and see it today. There's 2 tremendous posts on it. Okay, and it's great testimony. All you got to do is print it out and give it to people and highlight it, because it even says that most people don't even know its existence. It's 14 years old and they still don't know it, and nobody wants financial planners don't even know it. We show people the alternative to that. What are we going to do? That blue thing right there, that's a good thing. Okay, that's one, and then the 401k one too. 401k right there is going to tell you all about the Supreme Court taking over the fees, because it tells you about the fees right there and all the class action suits involved, because you don't want your 401k now, you don't want your 401k. Let me overcome it. Just because they're matching you doesn't mean a damn thing, because you're giving away in taxes again and fees. So you think you're getting a deal. No, you're not. We'll run the numbers and show you. So you're just freed up a lot of money to invest every month for you and your family. And we're going to put it in, we're going to suggest to put it in, we call an IUL. And I'm not going through it all now. That's their job to divide you, but that stands for Indexed Universal Life. And that one article that Ryan just pointed out, and I was grateful for him to do that, talks about it being invented about 14 years ago. And it's out there, and most financial planners don't even know it exists, because they're sleeping at the wheel and nobody's teaching them. And we can give you, see, it's all about the math and all about our story, and because of the time, I'm not going to go through it all. The point of it is, this does 3 things. It does 3 things for you. It gives you a life insurance policy because the law requires it to have tax-free money. Number 2, it gives you living benefits. Living benefits is something you all need. In fact, watch. Who in this room knows somebody, and we ask you every week, somebody that was 65 or younger that's had a heart attack, stroke, or some form of cancer and is still alive? My hand's up for me. Amazing, right? What's the, how much?
100%.
Yeah, and that's every week. Once in a while, we get somebody who puts their hand down. I go, you don't know anybody. They're hermits. Okay. The average age of a heart attack is what, Sonia, in the country? Yeah. Well, exactly right. You're brilliant. What's the average age, Sonia, of a bankruptcy in this country?
43.
Oh, man, you know your stuff. Okay, do you know why that is? When you have a heart attack or a stroke or some kind of cancer getting treatment, you can't go back to work. So you live off all your retirement accounts and you can't pay your mortgage or so you go bankrupt. That's the facts. 7 out of 10 people in this country, 7 out of 10 people in this country all have a heart attack, stroke, or cancer before they're age 65. So which 7 of you is it going to be? Yeah, and you know what? If you're not prepared for it, you know what? If you listen to all the tape, listen to the commercials, like start paying attention to the commercials. I'm watching all of them. They're great. I wish we could steal them from all these companies. They give great little points for people to think about. And I'm telling you what the facts are. When you're older, how many of you know your body's going to break down? How many of you know you're going to have medical costs? The biggest freak out that most people are going through, the senior citizens, are cost of medical. I went to the doctor just for a physical the other day. I already got a bill in the mail from that phone. I'm going to tell him if he doesn't eat that bill, I'm going down to make sure he's got dentures in his mouth. He's a specialist cardiologist. I got insurance. They paid him a fortune, and they still billed me on top of it. And I paid a copay. I still got a bill. I ain't paying that. I think you're supposed to, but watch what I do when I go see him. See, you can extort so much from so many people. No way. I've had that happen once before, and the doctor took the bill off when I confronted him. Boom. But it's amazing what's going on. So medical bills are very costly, aren't they? So remember this, index universal, that stands for index. I'm not going through it. Your people are invited here, Willie. Universal life. So it gives you life insurance, living benefits. What that means is, watch. Paul, do you have life insurance?
Yeah.
You have the new kind or the old kind?
I don't know which is the old one.
I'm glad you asked that question. Okay. Do you have the kind that you have to die in order to benefit?
Yeah.
Laughed at that. I thought I saw it. Isn't that great? So in other words, you got to die, and then your family's going to get it, and they're going to have a party, right? Okay, that sucks. What happens if we could give you one that if you live, you could benefit from it? Would you like that better?
Yeah.
That's exactly what we did. Thank you. So listen, in the case of being critically ill, chronically ill, or terminally ill, you have the right to get your money as much as 90%, depending on the company we place you with. New product in the United States, only been around here for less than 10 years. And it's not in every state yet. They're not with every company. There's 2,700 companies and about 18 that do it. That's amazing. I go through the whole history on it. He's great at it. His mother passed away at age 44, had 2 strokes before he lost it. You see, Trey had a very good life prior to his mother getting sick. And then his father had a stroke too. Lost his business, lost his home, almost went homeless, almost went on the wrong side of the tracks. That's life. Life will give you what you fight for, but it'll also beat you up if you let it. He's got every reason in the world to be miserable. In this room, that kid back there had a father-in-law, or his dad-in-law, his stepdad, who was in this room in one of these chairs 8 months ago, had the right to take a plan out for himself, didn't pay attention, didn't want to pay 50 some odd bucks a month, and now he can't have crap. He's going to be a victim of the system. I don't want my tax dollars going to. He had a right to make a difference in his life. Garrett put it in front of you. No. Had a stroke. Is that a stroke? Congestive heart failure. Who was the other one who just had something happen? Your uncle. He was on his way to go talk to his uncle. On his top list, chicken list. We're going to talk to him. I'll get around to him, coach. I will. I'll do it before you die. Didn't do it. Guess what? Uncle has what? See, you're not God, and you don't know when somebody's going to get it. Just know this. Don't fight the statistics. You have to be urgent about this business. Urgent. And watch. I'll go throw up on front of anybody. I don't care what they say to me. At least I know I said it. And I'll get better at my communication skills. I'll get help to communicate with people because you can't fight the truth. Why do people argue common sense? They all say you're not supposed to talk about, I said it before, religion, politics, and money. Excuse me. I love those subjects. I'll talk about them all day long. Because they're interesting, and I don't know where you get your thoughts from. I just want to know the truth. My truth starts from my good Lord, and it goes from there. And I don't apologize for being right about it, anything. So that's bold. We teach you how to do that. See, all of you worry about, oh, I want to be offensive. It's offensive to be broke. It's offensive to be on the dole. It's offensive to take advantage of other people. Am I not right? You got to think of it like that. So this is the business now, Sonia. Here's what your buddy sitting next to you came here to see, and you got all excited about. We show people these alternatives. We put this whole plan together, and then we build business out of it. And we save money in all different areas, including utility bills, stuff we didn't even show you. We can show you that later. All right? And the business does this. We offer a BP contract. Jeremy, you spoke up the other day on the phone on Tuesday night, didn't you?
Yep.
Okay, what did you tell me on that phone? Okay, I am. You were excited, and you wanted to go for that program.
Oh, right.
You got 90 days to be a VP. Will you know everything? No. Will you be bright about it? No. We don't care. We want you to have the top contract. Because here's what the truth is. Watch. I just showed Paul already. We already can have the plan for him with over 300 bucks. Because that's what he's given to us already, his 401k. You already got the first customer, and you can stop that tomorrow. There's 300 bucks. The average person is doing 300 bucks a month. Now, did you notice there, Sonia, that I didn't take money out of his pocket? He's already doing it. He's just doing it the wrong way. He doesn't know it. Once we show it to him, if he chooses to go, we'll show him what to do with it. And open it up and get a tax-free income, right? I'll show you what it means. So in our business, by the way, without going through a long part of this, the financial services business is the best paid industry in the United States. It's the highest paid industry. If you're going to work, why don't you work for something that pays money? Am I right or not? Right. Think about that. And not be a clerk for the bank, but own the bank. Or be in the business of offering the services. So watch what happens. The financial services industry will pay you $3,000 every time a customer invests $300. Doesn't come out of their pocket either. So, Paul, how long does it take you to earn $3,000 now?
A little bit less than
Okay? This takes us, when you find the right client, which might take a few more hours, 3.5 hours. You trade 3 hours for a month? Just communication. Would you do it, Sonia? See, A or B? That's all. Now, you have to learn all this stuff. $3,000. Now, as a VP, that's what you get paid. Now, watch. Jeremy, if you like this business enough, could you go and sponsor? Would you like to build an agency? Like a real estate agency or a bank branch or something, just like that. I don't care what you want to call it, right? So we let you build a business, and you can go all over the country with this. All over the country. And the debt, they just call the debt program. We get people out of debt. See, your bank's putting people in 30 years of debt. We take them out in 9 years without spending a dime out of the pocket. We have a GPS financial system that's second to none. Did you see all those little nuances today? Pretty cool, wasn't it?
Everyone wants to.
Oh, Jeremy, oh, you did right. Did you like it, Jeremy? Was that thing cool?
Yeah, really cool.
Very cool. You don't have to think. So you use a GPS in your car? Never? That's because I don't go anywhere, Steve. I go to the store, I go home, I go to the bank. I go home. I go to church. I go to the store, I go to the bank, I go home. So I'm going. Go somewhere. Paul, you ever use a GPS?
all the time.
Okay? Because you want to make sure you get where you're supposed to go, right? You ever argue with it?
Once.
If it's smart, because he's right, he wanted to figure it out. He's a techie guy, right? Now, but it's pretty amazing, isn't it? Our system is like that for finances. Exactly like that. We get them out of this. There's debt. You can go anywhere in the country. So, Jeremy, out of your 5 guys, let's say 2 don't do anything. So, but as a VP, you're going to do 2 clients a month, 2 clients a month, 2 clients a month, 2 clients a month. That's 8 customers. Is that right? Do that every month, month after month. You'll be earning over $127,000 just in a few of the areas that we're in. Is that good enough income for you?
No.
Well, then good. You'll double and you'll make quadruple what you're making. See, there's only 4% of the United States population makes more than $100,000 a year. In this business, you have the right to do it. Your buddy here, I think I told you Saturday, we just talked on the phone, he's about to get paid the first week in December, $13,000 to help out his grandpa. He wouldn't check. Now, can he do it every week? No. Could he? Yes. Is he building a business to do it? Yeah. See, he builds you to be as independent as he is. You can just go wherever, and he's going to have financial interest in you for the rest of your life. He'll go, Jeremy. All right, Sonia, yo. It's that simple. Make sense, Paul? All the companies you work for do the same thing. We just show you how to do it. So, an FIP, right? This is what it looks like. See, Ryan's paying because he was already doing a lot of the right things. For $38 a month out of his pocket, he's got a life insurance policy for $350,000 a year. He's got living benefits of over $500,000. Okay, if he's sick, terminally ill, or chronically ill, and he's going to have at 66, exactly when you said you want to retire. For $38 a month, he's going to have $103,000, $753 a year tax-free income, tax-free, for $38 for the rest of his life. Who's got an FIP in here besides him? Where's yours, Kobe? Yeah. See, they all got it. Look, see, we practice what we preach. See, and we word it for you. We just tell you where we get the funds from. Like, for instance, Paul, in your case, we're going to change the tax situation for you. You got it. You don't have to spend the money in your 401k now. We convert that. That's all found money. So we don't watch it. Some cases, some people have, like Ryan did, and you did, you had nothing.
I changed my losses after $15 a month.
Boom. So how much you put in there? So he put in 150, he saved 200, so it's $50 for the plus. Didn't cost him a dime, right?
Right.
He's giving it done with Sam instead. We just make sense. Does that make sense? Do you have those? Yes.
Go over the board about, how flat.
But I didn't want to do that now, but I didn't want to go through because of the hour. And I'll let you guys do it, okay? Because I'm losing. So I want to lose them all together.
I have to leave. I have to be in Naples at 9:30.
Okay, so I want to thank you for coming. I'm going to give you a sheet to fill out, and next we're going to call you so you can make an appointment, come see you and your wife at your home, and repeat what you just learned, but slow. And repeat it so you get it, so you can ask questions. Is that fair enough? And you can fill that out and give it to them, and then go back to business. And then in the meantime,
Sonia, is there any questions you want? First of all, what'd you like that to have you heard? 'Cause I did it quickly, and I was doing a training class plus an opportunity meeting, so I changed the whole format tonight. For their benefit. What'd you like us to have you heard, Sonia?
Where it's going,
Right, or where it's not going,
where it's not going.
and now you can fix it. And you control it. Different, right? So we challenge you right away, which is great. And if you really do this business, and you have a right to do a business, you may not be able to do the business, but we think everybody can try if they want to. At best, one of our rules are that you gotta see your loved one.
So,
You guys all right?
you're done.
I'm sitting down, you stand up. Is there a message there?
Yeah.
Okay, you're both going doing this crap. Okay.
Paul made me do it.
Yeah.
I didn't do it.
All right. Yeah, what'd you like best about it?
Just re-listening to how you give your presentation as opposed to the way you do it, just because we're constantly writing the way you talk.
Well, I just haven't changed it around a little bit, I'm just ad-libbing. Because of all the changes, no internet, guys coming late, no guests. I was doing a training class first, and I'll end with that too. But what did you have to say, Jeremy? What did you like best?
That right there.
Oh, how to make money?
I didn't even show you that.
Oh, you didn't?
Nope.
Wow, he failed.
No, that's not really that important. I thought you showed me a lot.
Well, you want to know something? And here's the bottom line. You can't make that money without saving people money.
Right.
You cannot make money here unless you bless people. How cool is that? That's why I don't put up a crap from anybody, including his best buddy. His best buddy wants to be right, wants to be stupid. Hey, Paul, very nice to meet you. No, thank you for your time. Thank you for being a good sport, too. Okay. Paul, can I follow up with you? All right, thank you. You know, as much as he rushed, I caught enough that he's interested.
He's very intelligent.
He's very what?
We have to get it.
Oh, good.
So I think he will get it.
Oh, he'll get it because you're going to go